I am 286 days sober today. I've had so many reflections as I dreamed throughout these past few days. It's been intense. It's been another level of healing myself in my sleep. I don't know if that's a part of the sobriety journey, but a reflection that I had on myself is I not only was drinking, but I was putting other substances in my body to numb myself. So I can say that I'm sober and clean now because I stopped a while ago with the other things, but I did do it for a while. And that is a part of my story. So that's something that I came to acceptance of in my sleep. And it's just been playing in loop during my days this past week of when I have to write down my reflections. I have to write down what I need to get on paper to do this fourth and fifth step. The 12 steps of AA that we have to do in order to reach our spiritual awakening in the 12th step. Steps 1 through 3 is first, you're coming to terms that you do have a problem with alcohol. 2, that you are willing to accept help from a higher power and from those around you, and then you're willing to do the work. Stop drinking is the first part. Even before you do the steps, you got to stop drinking. So I had to stop drinking. So my sobriety date is October 18th, 2025. That's when I said no. No more mental problems, no more physical problems, no more emotional problems that are related to me using alcohol as a band-aid to subdue. And that felt freeing. To even think about, I have a day in mind that I can reflect to that shows me that I chose me. I let go of my will, and gave it to a higher power. Higher power can be God for those, can be Buddha, can be Allah, can be a tree, could be a plant, could be a shoe. Because we all have our own journey in the spiritual connection to something outside of us. But what they teach you in AA is to let go of your will and give it over to something that you feel is working in your benefit. Something has always been walking with us. And for a while, I felt I was alone, that I was doing it all myself because all these things were happening to me, and I was being placed in these places with these people that kept hurting me. I'm like, there's nothing out there for me. There's nothing helping me. There's no God. There's nothing that's allowing, that would allow me to go through these things. But you love me. So I struggle, and I still struggle with that word, but I know in my heart that there is something out there outside of me that's been protecting me, that's been keeping me on a path of protection and guidance to get to this point. And I see now that everything that I went through happened for me, not to me, but for me to become stronger. I'm looking at the things now that I saw as fearful activities, as shameful activities, as resentful activities to me, to other people, as learning lessons. It took a minute to get there. It took a minute because it was always me, I, self-centeredness. And I don't want to be that person. I always thought that I was being pleasing to others. But that was a people-pleasing technique that I learned years ago as a child, as a comforting, as a way to keep myself safe. But I wasn't being kind just because I wanted to be kind, even though I wanted other people to do that to me without any desire to want something from me. How could I want that from someone else and I wasn't giving that out? Now I'm in a place that I just feel more content, more authentic, more at peace with who I am and what I can give and what I am open to receive with no strings attached. Because I've learned that in the rooms of AA. I've learned that you can give and receive love without any expectations other than to be loved. And that's all that I ever wanted. That's all that I ever searched for. And my soul was yearning for it, but I didn't know how to receive it, let alone give it out to someone else. Because I was in a place of hurt. I was in a place of pain. I was in a place of mental, physical, and emotional isolation. I was screaming for help, but no one heard me. It's crazy to say that out loud, that my soul was screaming for help, screaming for direction, screaming for some assistance. It may take a minute. Don't get me wrong, y'all. It may take a minute for you to get that help that you feel is on the level of what you desired, what you asked for, but it's coming. Trust that it's coming. If it's even through this video, if you watching me talk to you, this is the first step to the help that you desire coming. You have to be open, willing, honest. The first thing that I learned is how. How can you be successful on the sobriety journey? How stands for openness, being open with yourself, your sponsor, anyone else inside and outside of the room. Be honest. Openness, open to being, open to growth, open to learning, open to receiving information. Humbling yourself is being open to the process and doing the steps and being vulnerable, willing to let go of those I call them crutches that have held you in that comfort zone, held you in that box. Willing to let it go and allow yourself to be outside of who you used to be. That's how you will be successful in that program. That's the first step. The first step after letting go of drinking or whatever substance that you're using, stopping that and finding out how you can be open, honest, and willing with yourself and others. That is a way to free yourself in the first step. Freeing, and then you're going on to step 4, where I'm at now, and step 5, where you have to tell everything you've written down, everything you've already told to your higher power. You tell it to another person, verbally, in their face. That's scary, to tell somebody everything that I've been holding in for so long, all the secrets I've been holding in for so long. I have to tell somebody and just let it be. Leave it on the table. No expectations. If they judge me, if they resent me from what I said, I just let it be because I can't take it personal. This is my story. This is my movie. I am the main character in this movie, and I can change it at any time, the plot. You know, I can change the results of this story, but in order for me to do that, I have to take certain steps, or I'm going to keep repeating the same steps. I keep saying it over. I'm repeating the same things over and over again, and my story is never going to change. I don't want that anymore. I'm willing to try something different. Sometimes it works quickly, sometimes it works slowly. I'm a slow burn, so it takes me a minute to understand and to grip and to let go of what I feel like I can do by myself. I've been feeling this urge to get it out, this urge to let go of it, and the time is now. So I'm gonna do it, and I'll let you know how it is on the other side. I meet with my sponsor this weekend, and it's fingers crossed we get it done. All right, love y'all. Have a good day.